And France have won the FIFA World Cup for the second time by overcoming Croatia in a thrilling final in Moscow. Well, France's victory, talking about the man who captained them to their first title 20 years ago, becomes just the third man to win the competition as both player and coach. Here, a lot of fireworks are going off in France. Well, many congratulations to them. Well, to tennis, Novak Djokovic has captured his first Grand Slam title for 25 months and his 13th major with a straight sets win over Kevin Anderson in the final of the Wimbledon Championships. The Serbian 12th seed beat his 8th-seeded South African opponent 6-2, 6-2, 7-6 in a final watched by the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge, as well as British Prime Minister Theresa May. With the win, Djokovic, who is currently world number 21, will return tomorrow to the top 10 in the ATP rankings for the first time since October 30th, 2017.
Djokovic, 3 sets to love, 6-2, 6-2.
And US President Donald Trump says he has low expectations for tomorrow's meeting with his Russian counterpart Vladimir Putin. Speaking with American media at his Turnberry golf course in Scotland, Trump said nothing bad would come out of the meeting. Well, this comes as a federal grand jury on Friday charged 12 Russian intelligence officers for hacking democratic computer networks in 2016, and the most detailed U.S. accusation yet that Moscow meddled in the election to help the Trump campaign. President Trump has repeatedly said the investigation into suspected Russian interference in the 2016 election makes it harder for him to do substantive deals with Moscow.
We're doing whatever it was during the Obama administration. And I heard that they were trying, or people were trying to hack into the RNC too, the Republican National Committee, but we had much better defenses. I've been told that by a number of people. We had much better defenses, so they couldn't. I think the DNC should be ashamed of themselves for allowing themselves to be hacked. They had bad defenses, and they were able to be hacked. But I heard they were trying to hack the Republicans too, and this may be wrong, but they had much stronger defenses.
US President Donald Trump, the United Nations Assistance Mission in Afghanistan, says the number of civilians killed in the Afghan war reached a record high in the first 6 months of this year. Much of the deaths, it says, came from militant attacks and suicide bombings. The figures for the conflict, which began in 2001, are the highest since the UN started keeping records in 2009. UN Armor says the record high death toll came despite an unprecedented ceasefire by Afghan security forces and the Taliban last month, which was largely respected by both sides. President of the Democratic Republic of Congo, Joseph Kabila, has appointed General John Numbi Inspector General of the Congolese Armed Forces. The promotion is part of a shuffle despite US, EU and Switzerland sanctions placed on Numbi for alleged killings of civilians by forces controlled by him over several years. Also receiving new portfolio is General Gabriel Amisi, who is also under sanctions for abuses and selling weapons to rebel groups responsible for slaughtering civilians as Army Deputy Chief of Staff. President Joseph Kabila, who took over power following the assassination of his father in 2001, has been faced with calls to step down, which he is obligated to at the end of 2016, his term limit. But a clause in the Constitution enabled him to stay on. Elections, which didn't hold last year, was postponed to this year, but the president is yet to declare whether or not he intends to continue. And the main news again. The governor-elect of Ekiti State, Dr. Kaide Fayemi, today said that he will work with the incumbent governor to ensure that outstanding workers' salaries are cleared. Also today, Senator Ovio Mwagege has condemned the recommendation of the Federal House of Representatives to suspend him over Senate chamber invasion. Plus, you heard the U.S. President Donald Trump says he's not expecting much from his meeting with Russia's president tomorrow. And that's news at 10 tonight. Many thanks for watching. I'm Millicent Walker. Do have a good night.